What's up guys, I am that Tarantula guy, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining in, really appreciate it. Okay, so today we're going to work some more on the Balfouri box. So what we're going to do today is reinforce all these corners. They have all been siliconed, so there's all silicone in there, but because we had a split in this one yesterday, in this corner yesterday, do you remember, it split apart, but it's silicone back. That's very dark. Yeah, it's been silicone back, it's held, it's all been overnight to dry. So what we're going to do today is hot glue in these corners just to help reinforce them and protect the silicone a little bit more. So let's crack on. Alright guys, so as you can see, well, as you just saw on the time lapse, you watch me put all of the hot glue in the corners here. It's covered over all of the silicone that was there, so hopefully when that dries and cures, every single corner in here will all be nice and set. Then it's a case of clean everything out, and then we can start doing the inside. But it is coming along nicely guys. For those of you that are worried about these corners that are looking a bit meh, they look like they've been way over silicone. To be fair, they have, but I want this to be as safe as possible. I do not want this coming apart. So we have got some corner strips, like just plain white PVC corner strips, that we're going to cut and glue over this on the outside. So similar to how this has got like this plastic bit that runs around, yeah, we've got something similar that goes around the outside of all the corners here to mask that off, so we don't have to worry about these messy corners. But yeah, next thing to do, the lid. And what I've decided I'm going to do with the lid, hopefully you can see that there, I'm going to mark out a grid about an inch in, inch and a half in from the edges all the way around, so we'll have a square in the middle, and I'm just going to plot out a grid all the way across, and then where it intersects, where the lines down intersect, I'm just going to put a hole and hole and hole and hole, and then eventually there will just be holes all the way along here, and then that will sit on top, and obviously we will have the hinges on here so you can lift it, and then that will be the full enclosure. So stick around guys and follow along as we build the Balfouri Empire a new home. Alright guys, so as you remember from the update video, we had this Brachypelma albot. Is a hobby form, not a true form, but yeah, we had this and the Erratum both in pre-molt. And there we go, it's molted. We have got a time lapse and I will put that in. Alright guys, So as you remember from the update video, we had this Brachypelma albot. It is a hobby form, not a true form. But yeah, we had this and the Erratum both in pre-molt, and there we go. It's molted. We have got a time lapse, and I will put that in now. That was a time lapse of this little girl. We're not actually sure if it's a boy or a girl yet. It is still very small. The fresh molt didn't really show us much. We're about 70% sure it's a boy. So hopefully we'll be able to find a female up at BTS later this month. So let's put her away because she does not like being out, and let's have a look at some other spiders. Okay, so as you can see, the Erratum still hasn't molted, but you can really see now just how much of a pre-molt she is in. She is very, very shiny and black back there. So hopefully, now that we've sprayed down her enclosure, given her a bit of humidity, and yeah, she's up there against the back of the heat mat, so hopefully that will all help in the molt, and we will get another time lapse for you soon. Okay, so this next one, this was really good news, and my girlfriend, she probably won't be happy that I'm filming this, but yeah, we got a couple of eggs. As we said when we filmed the leopard geckos last, we thought that they were, or she was, gravid, and literally the very next morning she dropped those for us. We don't have an incubator. We just don't. We haven't got any of our reptiles to a breeding level, so we didn't have an incubator. So yeah, we did a bit of research online and found some blueprints for a homemade one. So basically it is, let me get this lid back off. We have a humidity and thermometer in there. Then we've got one box, which is this outer box. That's all got moss in it. I'll move my hand out of the way. That has moss all around the outside. Then we have this other box inside that with some dry substrate inside, and we just put the eggs inside there, put a lid on that box, then put a lid on the box with the moss in for the humidity, close that all off to keep the humidity in, and then that sits on top of a heat mat, which is here. We have a little heat mat that sits on, so that goes there. It's awkward to try and do this with one hand. That goes there, and obviously we have the big heat mat back there, and then that sits on top of that heat mat, like so, and then it's up against the heat mat. And as you can see, we are keeping the temperature pretty much exactly where we want it, and so far it is working. So fingers crossed, in a few weeks we may, and this is a really big hope, we may have some baby geckos. Okay, so in here, this is where Jeff lives. There you go, there it is. That's Jeff, or now as my girlfriend has renamed, because if you remember, it molted. We got the time lapse, and the molt turned out to be female. So now we have two confirmed female Theraphosa sturmi. They are now both sub-adult, as you can see. None of the legs have any pink left on them. It's the same with Charlotte. So yeah, they are now both sub-adult. So hopefully we'll be able to get a male for them from BTS, so we can breed them soon. But yeah, this has now been renamed from Jeff to Jeffrey. My girlfriend has renamed it, and it's now named after Jeffree Star. Yeah, there she is, looking nice and shiny and new and very, very chunky. She looks a little bit chunkier than Charlotte does now, so very much happy with that. Alright, so this is another new thing that we've kind of picked up. Had them for a while now, not really said much about them. These are sun beetles. Have very, very pretty colours. My girlfriend actually did a swap for a colony of these. We traded one of our Acanthus geniculata slings, which have now all gone. But yeah, we did trade one of them for a beginner colony of sun beetles, because obviously now that we have the Pac-Man frog, we wanted to start getting some grubs, like beetle grubs, to feed him every now and again. So this, hopefully, there are a mix in here of male and female, and hopefully we will get some beetle grubs out of them soon, so we can start feeding the Pac-Man frog feeding them to the Pac-Man frog. So yeah, and speaking of the Pac-Man frog, there he is. And it is very unusual to see him uncovered, and he actually looks like he's in like his hunting mode, where he's just sitting waiting for prey to come by. But as you can see, it's nice and sunny and daylight outside, which is unusual for him, because obviously he is nocturnal, so he normally will just bury himself up in the day. But yeah, he is out right now. So as you can see, he's doing all right. The plants have started to take. We're getting nice green starting to sprout up out of the plants. Yeah, if you remember when I first put this in, it was all kind of floppy and just looked a bit poorly. But yeah, that thing has definitely taken root in there. So overall, the new tank is doing well. Alright, so this is Beast, my Panthobeteus fortis, probably one of my favourite tarantulas, to be fair. Yeah, still waiting on a molt. I thought she was in pre-molt, but she's eaten twice since then, and she just seems to be getting fatter and fatter, and doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. But that is a huge bald patch on her abdomen, so yeah, looking for a molt out of her soon, but I don't know. She's very grumpy all the time, so I'm not going to try and tempt her out. But there you go, you can see her in her cave. Obviously this used to be Charlotte's cave, and now Beast lives here. But since I've swapped them over, doing really well in there. No mould again. Everything looks pretty good. Alright, so this is the last thing that I want to show off. And I'm actually really impressed with this. This is what my girlfriend has been doing the past couple of days. She wants to learn how to taxidermy tarantula molts. So she's been teaching herself, and this is the result. Yeah, looks pretty good. Alright guys, so that's it from me. If you like the video, make sure you click the like button down below. It's really important. Lets me know whether you like what I'm putting out. So make sure you click the like button. If you are new, make sure you subscribe, because I am putting videos out every single day. So with BTS coming, as always, it's right there. On the 19th of May, I am going to be uploading a video every single day until BTS. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe, ding dong that bell, and that's it from me, guys. Of course, I've been that Tarantula guy, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye guys!